Hello chicks and ducklings, we're going to do a read write ink lesson together now. But first we're going to start with our new tricky monster of the day, and that's because we're going to need this tricky monster to do some of our sentences today. So let's start off by having a look at the tricky monsters we've learnt so far. Ready? Here they come. The, to, I, no, go, and we learnt we yesterday. We. I wonder which tricky monster we will learn today. Which one do you think we're going to learn? Shall we have a look? Oh, before I take him out, what do we need to do? We need to sing our tricky monster song, don't we? I've been listening to some of your tricky monster songs on Tapestry. They're great. So, are you ready? You help me. Tricky words, don't get tricked by tricky words. They're tricky. Let's have a look. Which one is it going to be? It's the tricky monster word, me. Can you say that? Me. This tricky monster looks a little bit like our tricky monster, I. They both only have one eye. But the tricky word I, he has a red hat and a guitar. But the tricky word me doesn't have a hat or a guitar. But he's green too. Now, let's have a think of some sentences we could say with the tricky word me. I might say, oh, can you come with me to my house? Or would you like to go with me in my car? Can you think of a sentence you could say with the tricky word me? Have a think. Good ideas. Now, let's have a read of the tricky monster me and see if we can sound it out. Me. Is that a word? No, me isn't a word. We know it's the tricky word me. Which sound do you think the tricky monster has changed? It should be E, me. Hang on, this isn't the sound E. The sound E usually has two sounds, doesn't it? Like E, what can you see? But I think this tricky monster has taken one of the sounds away to try and trick us. But he's not going to trick us, is he? Because we're going to lock this new tricky word in our brain box. Ready? Me. And to help us remember, we're going to stick our tricky monster somewhere in our house. I think I'm going to stick my tricky monster in my window. So every time I walk past this tricky monster, I can say, me. And then he knows that he hasn't tricked me. Fantastic. You go and cut your tricky monster out and stick him around your house, and I'll see you in a minute to do some sounds. Bye. Hello. Did you put your tricky monster somewhere? Good. Now we're going to do our sounds for Read Write Ink. Are we ready? Can you help me? Go. A. N. K. N. W. U. I. S. V. Qu. X. Z. J. K. Y. G. P. B. O. F. D. Great. Give yourself a big round of applause. Now we're going to have a go at looking at the sound today. See if I can find the sound in here. Oh, there it is. Is this the sound Yes. Nobby. And net. And we go down Nobby and over his net. Flick. But when we see this side, we just say When we see the picture side, we say down Nobby and over his net. Flick. Let's have a look at some things that begin with the sound Let's have a look. Oops, put that one there. My turn. Necklace. Great. My turn. Needle. Your turn. My turn. Net. Very good. Nose. Fantastic. Can you think of anything else that starts with Or can you find anything in your house that starts with Great. When you've done that, have a go at reading your speed sounds with your grown-up today. Oh, and we need to do those speed sounds together, don't we? Let's have a quick go together. Make sure I've got the right ones. I have. Okay, let's have a go at doing them super speedy. Are we ready? E, T, A, K, W, U, and I. Whew, that was super speedy. See if you can do those with your grown-up. Whoops, these ones. Off you go. I'll see you in a minute. Hello everyone. We're going to do our green words now. So these are our green words today. But first, let's practice those all together. So I'm going to hold them up and press the sound button. You tell me the sound. I, n, I, n, in. That's a small word with just two sounds. In. Oh, this one only has two sounds as well. A, am. Very good. Put your thumbs up if you read the word am. Excellent. Oh, I think you might know this word. K, a, t, k, at, k, at, cat. Brilliant. Put your thumbs up if you read the word cat. Great job. And the next word, w, et, w, et, w, et, wet. Did you read the the word wet. Good. Okay. The next green word. All at. All at. All at. Let. Let. Put your thumbs up if you read the word let. Fantastic. Now, they're all of our green words, but we also have 2 red words to read today. We know this red word. We did this one yesterday. Can you remember? That's right. It's the tricky word I. Let's find our tricky monster. I. We've also got another tricky word today, which I think you will know because we just learnt it. It's the tricky word, the tricky word me. Do you remember our tricky monster me? That's our new tricky word, so we need to remember that one when we do our sentences today. Okay, so have a go at doing your green words and your red words, and then I'll see you in a minute. Great job. Bye. Hello again. Did you practice your green words and your red words too? Great. Give yourself a big marshmallow clap. Boing, boing. Very good. Now we're going to have a go at reading our sentences next. We've got 3 sentences to read today, and they are about a very wet cat. Oh dear, look at this picture. Does this cat look very happy to you? No, he looks a bit sad, doesn't he? Why do you think he's feeling quite sad? Yeah, he's out in the rain, isn't he? And he can't get in. He looks like he's looking through a window. Oh dear, maybe his owners are out. And he's stuck out in the rain and he's very wet and very sad. Oh dear, have you got a cat at home? I haven't, but you might have a cat. Does your cat like getting wet? No, cats do not like getting wet at all, do they? Dogs like being wet. They like jumping around in puddles and jumping in the sea and in lakes, but cats do not like doing that. So this cat looks very grumpy and wants to be inside in the warm. So let's have a look at the sentences today and read them together. So this sentence has the red word I. I, am. Ooh, what do we say when we see an a all by itself? A. Well done. I am a cat. Cat. I am a cat. Very good, thank you for helping me. Now the next sentence, see if you can read it with me, says I, oh look, the same word, am. I am, what's this sound? W, at, wet. I am wet. Well, he certainly is wet. So I am a cat. I am wet. What do you think the cat is saying? Have a look at the sentence. Let. Oh, what's this red word? Can you remember our new tricky word? Me. Let me in. let me in. That's what the cat is saying. He's saying, I am a cat. I am wet. Let me in. That's funny, isn't it? See if you can read those sentences with your grown-up, and I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Hello. Did you read your sentences with your grown-up? Fantastic. Why don't you give them a big high five? Great. Now we're going to have a go at writing the speed sounds that we were learning today. So we're going to start off with the sound eh, eh, eh. And when we do an eh sound, we need to lift off the top and then scoop out the egg. Sorry, I've got a tickly throat today. We ready? Lift off the top and then scoop out the egg. Fantastic. Okay. So I'll just get a wipe for my board. That's better. So I don't get black fingers. Now the next sound is t, t, t. Down the tower, flick, and across the tower. Are we ready? Down the tower, flick, and across the tower. Fantastic. Okay, the next sound is ah, ah, ah. So remember we have to go around the apple, join it up, and then down the leaf, flick. So round in a circle, around the apple, join it up, and then down the leaf, flick. Great, well done. Okay, the next sound is mmm. We're going to go down Maisie and then mountain, mountain, flick. So don't forget Maisie, Maisie, mountain, mountain, flick. Okay, the next sound is k, k, k for caterpillar. Curl around the caterpillar. Ready? Curl around the caterpillar. Okay, the next sound is mmm. So we need to go down Nobby and then over his net, flick. So don't forget Nobby, down Nobby and then over his net, flick. Right, well done. The next sound is w, w for worm. So you're going to go down and up, down and up. Ready? Oops, sorry. Down and up, down and up. Okay, our next sound is ooh. And we just need to go down the long leg, flick. It's an easy one. Down the long leg, flick. You're doing a great job. And our last sound is I for insect. So we need to go down the insect's body, flick, and then a dot for his head. Remember, just a little flick, so down the insect's body, a little flick, and a little dot for his head. Super. So that's all our speed sounds today. Now Fred is going to ask us to write a couple of words too. So shall we give Fred a shout? Fred! Fred! I think he's coming. Oh, there he is. Hi, Fred. Said you were up nice and early this morning. Catching flies. You were. Hey, Fred, would you like to give us a couple of words to write today? You would. true. Yeah, he said it is a very wet day outside today. It's raining here. Is it raining there too? So Fred would like to write the word wet. Wet. So let's use our Fred fingers to write, or to do the word wet. Are we ready? W-E-T. Wet. Say it again. W-E-T. Wet. What does wet begin with? What sound? W. Very good. So we need to go down, up, like a wiggly worm. Let's see which sound is next. Wet. W. Air. Very good. Lift off the top and scoop out the egg. Wet. W. Air. T. There's a T on the end. Down the tower. Flick. And across the tower. W. E. T. Thanks, Fred. Have you written the word wet? Good job. Now, I'm going to have a go at one more word. Fred, what else would you like us to write? Fred would like us to write the word let. Let. Just like the cat was saying, let me in. Let. Let's use our Fred fingers to see which sounds we need. Let. L-E-T. Let. How many sounds? L-E-T. Let. What's the first sound that we need? Ooh. Down the long leg. Flick. Let. L-E. Very good. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Let. L-E-T. Good. Down the tower, flick, and across the tower. L-E-T. Let. Did you write the word let? Fantastic. Well done. Remember, if you find writing the words really easy peasy lemon squeezy, you could always have a go at writing one of these sentences or all of them if you want to. So, well done for a really good read, write, ink lesson, and I will see you tomorrow. Should we say bye to Fred as well? Bye, Fred. See you tomorrow.